you're all set.
She gets a fake ID. I know my daughter.
This is her keychain.
She was my best friend. You broke his jaw.
I know my daughter.
I'm trying to help you find my daughter.
I didn't know her. I didn't know my daughter.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Elliot and Morgan here from Movie Files, here to give you our review for the film Searching, which follows a father whose daughter is missing, and he's using the different technologies to figure out where she is by using screen life, which is what they call in this new genre. So we're going to touch on our positives of the film, the negatives, and give you guys a score at the end of this review. And if this is your first time tuning in, we do not do spoilers, so you're definitely going to be clear here with our thoughts on the film. So with that being said, Morgan, let's talk a little bit about the story. Were you pretty much invested throughout the entire film, or were there some moments where you just kind of like the screen life idea is not working for me? Tell me how you felt about the story.
Well, first off, like within the first 10 minutes of the film, I was crying. So
definitely,
it definitely gave me a lot of feels. I really cared about him and his daughter and family. So definitely it pulled me in straight out the gate. And then as far as the screen life, it's always like a little like, oh, how are they going to do this? But I thought they did a very nice job with it. So
I'm 100% on board with them. And like Morgan said, the first 5-10 minutes of the film, you're emotionally engaged and emotionally attached to this family. And we won't give too much away on that, but it just, you feel for the characters and you're really rooting for them throughout the film. So it already gets you in the first 10 minutes. And throughout the film, you're already with the characters. So now you're with John Cho in this film, because this is a screen life film. So you're just literally seeing everything that he's seen, which I think is a really interesting concept in this new genre. We've had 2 films that I can think of, and I know that we've seen with Unfriended and Unfriended 2. It got a little old in some of the movies.
And I will say, like, Unfriended 2, they did try to switch it up a little bit with the way they did the screen life. Yeah. But Searching did a very nice job. Definitely. Very, very nice job, in my opinion.
I totally agree.
With screen life and kind of switching things up from using,
laptops,
older technology, newer technology,
different streams, different. I mean, it was
news, things like that. It was very good. Yeah.
Very creative in the way they use this new screen life, and it gets with anything, things get better and better over time. So again, to my knowledge, this is the third big budget screen life film, and this is definitely the best one in my opinion as far as how they use the technology.
I agree.
Which leads into the one of the things I want to go into, which were the performances. John Cho's, I mean, it's his movie, and you get sprinkles of supporting characters, but by far this film does not work if he doesn't give the performance that he did on screen. As a father, I mean, again, you're already attached to the characters, but then throughout the film, you're just wanting him to figure out what's going on, and you're with him on this journey of using the technology. I mean, one of the best decisions that he made in this film was going from, PC to Mac. So, I mean, you're already rooting for him in that case. But no, I thought John Cho was just incredible. I mean, what did you think about his performance?
I thought he did a great job. I mean, I really felt like he was her father. Like, it was, I really felt like it was a real situation that we were watching unfold. Yeah. Like a true story kind of deal. So, I mean, I could feel like, him realizing, having a teenage daughter. I remember being a teenager and like there were things about my life that my parents didn't know about. And I think that's very common. And in the trailer, I mean, he says that in one of the trailers, he says, I don't know my daughter. So it's like he's trying to figure her out too. So you definitely know there's a disconnect with them, and you feel for him. You're like, man, because his daughter's missing. He doesn't know where she is. And now he's like, fuck, I don't even know who she is, So, it was quite the emotional roller coaster.
It was a journey. I mean, it was a journey through and throughout the entire movie. And as you said, as far as John Cho's performance and also touching on the technology, I mean, if we talk about just social media in general, we'll be here for hours. But this movie has a lot of layers, in my opinion, as far as social media, the goods and the bads, and being in real life and portraying yourself differently online. And maybe you think the person's the happiest person in the world via social media, but in real life they're more closed off and maybe lonely. So I mean, this film literally, it takes you through so many different elements of just everyday life, and it's very relatable.
And it's not even just social media, but I do think it's like good for parents, like to have conversations with their kids, and to open up a little bit more, because sometimes, parents don't even know who their kids are or what they're going through.
Exactly. So again, if we consider, when we were driving home from the show, I mean, we were just having such a great conversation about the movie as well as just the themes and everything that this film had to it. So again, great performances, the great use of the screen life, really good story, really engaging story. The mystery aspect. Now, guys, not to make this review any longer, but Morgan, just a person known on Morgan, if you look at her Netflix queue, she loves murder mysteries, and I kind of am attached to that too. She really got me on board. I mean, you look at, I can't remember her last name.
Well, first of all, I've had
Netflix
some
queue.
really great training from Vincent and
Oh yeah, just the SVU pro right here, guys.
I've been watching SVU since I was a freaking kid. Like when I was 11, I was watching Snapped. So like, whoa.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anytime I go into a murder mystery or just anything that's a mystery, I like tell myself, you need to figure this out before it reveals itself. Yeah. And I am proud to say that I was able to, but it took me. It took her to the third act of the film. It took me much longer than I had anticipated. But nonetheless, I did find out before they did the reveal. Give that, and I did. I told Elliot, I was like, "What? I gotta whisper to make sure he knows that I know what's up." Yeah. But yeah, no, they tripped me up. Yeah, I mean, and I said I bring that point because she's a professional when it comes to these murder mysteries, and I think for me personally, I catch on to things pretty quickly, but the mystery throughout this film, there's so many twists and turns where you think they're going this way. There was one point in the film where I thought they were getting a little dark with a certain element, but they didn't go that route. But I'm overall happy of the mystery because there's a lot of twists and turns in this film. So they did a nice job. A lot of swerves for you. So into the dislikes. Now this film to me was really well done, but there were moments, as we talked about in the car, the second act kind of slows down the momentum a little bit of the film, even though it's the searching aspect of the movie where they're looking for, but it kind of slowed down momentum. And other than that, I mean, there were most of the characters worked for me, most of them, but there were some moments, there was a particular character that we talked about in the car that and I think that kind of goes to maybe the disadvantage of screen light technology where you're not able to sit with certain characters outside of the screen, which the whole point of the movie is a screen, but you don't get that much character development with a different type of storytelling. And onto the mystery part, I was satisfied with the reveal, but it was still a little, I thought it was going to go a certain way, but what was your dislikes? Yeah. Well, dislikes second act, I felt like, I was like, okay, like, are we going to get... The first act was so strong. Yeah, like, what's going on? There are a few acting moments where I felt, I don't know, I wasn't a big fan of in the second act. But no, I mean, I disagree. I think the reveal it gave me the chills. Like when they were leading up to it, leading up to the final big reveal, it gave me the chills. And I like movies like that can really get me immersed. Like I said, like I cried multiple times in this movie. I did. I was like, whoa, can you guys please stop making me cry? And then it gave me the chills with the reveal. So I don't know. I just felt immersed pretty much throughout. I really enjoyed it. So other than that, the second half, you would say this movie was pretty. I mean, which leads into just kind of overall really thoughts. Good. I'm gonna let you lead it off. What was out of 5, and you guys see our score diagram below in the description. But out of 5, what would you give this movie? I'm gonna give it a 4.5. 4.5. I enjoyed it. I think I'm in the same boat. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 as well. Actually, I'm gonna go a little bit higher, 4.6, because there is a history with this movie with Morgan and I. We could have saw this movie like 2 months ago. Long story short, we couldn't make it that night. 2 weeks ago, we had the opportunity to see it early. Went to the theater, was in line, and then they come out and say no more seats. So there's a history with this film, and I was so glad we were able to see it. 4.6 out of 5 for me, because there was so much hype behind this film. And sometimes you get these hypes behind the film, and you watch it like, what was it all about? But this film does live up to the hype. I think it's one of the better films of 2018 so far. I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up on my top 10s list by the end of this year. Who knows? We got a lot of stuff coming out, but 4.6 out of 5 for me, 4.5 out of 5 for Morgan. We definitely recommend this film. Before we leave, I just want to know, is there another genre within the screen life movie genre that you would like to see next? We got horror, we got murder mystery. What would you like to see next in this genre? In screen life? In screen life, yeah. Maybe a romantic comedy, You Got Mail, maybe type of vibe? No? No? Okay. Well, I would like to see a rom-com maybe within this. I mean, think of You Got Mail. I mean, it's online. Maybe you get the kids, Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan.
I don't know. I think it works now.
I think it works well for like
horror and mystery.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, apparently they're going to make like a heist film that's going to be in the Screen Life film, which would be interesting. Security camp. She's making this face for watch. We see the movie next year, and she'll be in love with it. Anyway, I would love to know in the comments what you guys.
I mean,
think.
I like the Screen Life deal, but I don't want to see it all the time.
Well, you're gonna. I mean, this to me is kind of like the found footage where we got Blair Witch and then Paranormal Activity started doing, and it got old after a while. But it was so many different films that tried to explore the found footage aspect. So we're gonna get more of the Screen Life. And Morgan doesn't. She can't think of one off top, but I think she would love a romantic comedy in the Screen Life genre.
You're wrong about that.
So we'll see what the next one is. Let me know in the comments below which you guys would like to see in the Screen Life. That maybe you can give a suggestion to Morgan as far as what we think interesting.
You don't want to see it a whole bunch.
Well, we're gonna get a lot because this film. I hope that it. Speaking of searching, I hope the crowd searches for this film. I think this is a film worth seeing in the theater. So I hope it finds an audience and we get more of these innovative, more character-driven Screen Life films, unlike, in our opinion, Unfriended. So there you guys have it. Definitely check out our other content. We just did our movie bucket list for the month of September. A Kin review. We just did a Predator reaction, so check that out. Our next video is going to be The Nun. We're getting ready for Halloween season, so we love a good horror film. So we're crossing our fingers that this is more in the Conjuring realm and less of the Annabelle route. So we're hoping for a good film. But as always, guys, like, share, comment below, subscribe to our channel right here, as you can see here, in our other content on our page. Definitely subscribe to our channel and follow us on our social media accounts. September 4th, guys, our 1 year anniversary is approaching. So we're going to have a giveaway on our Instagram.
Oh my God. And our first review we did was a horror movie. It.
Go look in our reviews.
Like
it was
full circle.
Yeah, look at our reviews for it. It was definitely we've come a bit of a long way as far as
crazy.
Yeah, so definitely check that out. September 4th, go to our Instagram. We'll do a giveaway there, so definitely stay tuned for that. So as always, guys, we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next video.
Bye.